Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It's Last here. Welcome to the final episode of Brothers in Arms. This episode is powered by Elgato Gaming and the HD60 capture card. If you guys have ever wondered why my videos are so crisp and smooth, it's the 60 frames per second that this capture card offers. If you want to pick one up for yourselves, there's a link down below in the description. So yeah, we are here, we are at the end. I just feel like, you know, we are at the point where I can end the series. Because sometimes I'll do a Road to Glory and I won't put like a final end to it. And then you guys will watch it a couple of months later and be like, oh, why did you stop halfway through? So this is the final episode, this is the finale. What I'm going to do is go through all of the different teams that we've actually used throughout this series. And then we'll get to the end and we'll go over the two Loudrop brothers and I'll give my sort of thoughts and opinions and all of that good stuff. So the first team that I'm going to talk about is our Danish squad. We actually built this one up from bronze players, of course, and actually towards the end I don't think this one really performed so well, but key players in this one, Okore at the back is a really solid defender. Like, for a silver card, I think pace is everything on Ultimate Team, really. He's done an incredible job for us and he's a great player. Of course the Loudrop brothers, but Yusef Poulsen, when he came into the squad, I thought did a really good job. Like, I think he got a hat-trick one game or something like that. There were some games where obviously he didn't really perform. That's when we were losing with this team towards the end. But he was a lot better than Bentner, that's for damn sure. And of course Christian Eriksen as well. What a card he is. I love this man. Like, he just plays really well. He doesn't necessarily get the goals and assists, but I just think on the ball he's a really tidy player. So moving on, this was the first actual, like, my squad, my hybrid squad that we built. And it was only like it's a really cheap squad. It was like one of the budget ones to begin with, like you would in a Road to Glory. You sort of go for cheaper squads to start with. We had a couple of skillers up top, of course, Memphis Depay and also Charisma, and I seem to remember enjoying this squad quite a lot. It had it was nicely balanced and a pretty decent team. Your first squad, however, looked a little bit like this. Same formation, but I don't know, I felt like this one was a little bit more difficult to handle. I actually failed the 5-game challenge with this one right here. I can't remember how it was, but I ended up owing you guys like £25, which I gave away to one of you viewers. And also, I'll make sure I mention that at the end of this video, who was the winner of the £25 from the last episode that we did. So I will do that. Don't you worry about that. I haven't forgotten. But we did fail this challenge. And actually, when I think about it, if I would have got all the way with this team and actually had every single player unlocked, I think it would have been pretty solid. The player I'm hovering over right now, which is Matthias Fernandes, is probably one of the only players that's really out of position. Like, I love Matic on this game. He's a great centre mid, but someone like Matthias Fernandes needs to be played a little bit further up. So we move on to the second team that I bought, or made, should I say, my second hybrid. I classed this one as not really a hybrid because it was a lot of Bundesliga players. You know, right, all the centre backs, all of the defensive mids were all Bundes players, and then up front we just sort of had the two legends, and then Chikawi and Chamiti. And this was quite a nice team because I really like Chikawi. He's such a god for me on this game. He outplays so many players on this game, and he actually was level at one point with like Brian Loudrop, which is crazy to think when there's 11 ratings difference between them. The second squad that you guys built for me, I actually completed this 5-game challenge and we unlocked all of these players. It was quite a nice 4-5-1 squad with a couple of skillers and also like the upgraded Christian Eriksen. We also had an upgraded like Seamus Coleman, we also had Gabriel, so it was, and Nani actually, when I think about it. So I remember building this one simply because it was a decent formation that I don't often use. There was a couple of skillers, and there was lots of upgrade cards as well, and the Loudrops were quite far up the pitch, which is always quite a nice thing. The third squad that I actually made for myself was one that I was still using it right at the end, even in the last episode. We never actually fully unlocked this one. I think we did once, and then we ended up losing, so we had to shoot for safety, and it didn't quite work out for us. But anyway, it was actually a nice looking squad, but on paper I'm not too good with the 4-3-1-2, which is a bit of a shame. The midfield is actually like solid. You know, you got Nainggolan, Melanda and Modric there. It's just, I like it a lot. And also this front three, actually putting both Loudrops up front was quite a good move. And having that De Bruyne there, that De Bruyne is absolutely redonkulous. I love him quite a lot. So we go from my third to your third squad. Now I actually failed this one as well. Or did I? Yeah, I did fail this one. I think. I can't remember. Or did I pass this one? I think I might have passed this one right at the end. which was quite lucky. I can't remember. Anyway, it was a nice team because I really like the Juventus trio going on right now. Vidal, Pogba, Tevez. It just works so well. I also love a little bit of Sanchez. Griezmann's all right on this game, but really having those two Laudrup up front with Tevez behind them, and then the rock solidness of the two Juventus lads, I think they're the most rock solid trio of midfielders that you can definitely get on this game. Like, there's a lot of other options, but on this game, those players are absolutely phenomenal. And then at the back, like Koscielny, yeah, brilliant. I love him. And the only thing I was going to show you, I'll move on to your fourth squad. So my fourth squad is a squad that I never ended up building, but I would have done if we moved on to it and kept this series going. This was your fourth squad. Again, we failed this one, so this is the squad that I actually have to give the £25 code away for, which, as I said, I'll mention at the end of the video. I went with sort of like the strong link trio again. We got some skillers back in. We also, I wanted it to be about sweat and skill, I seem to remember telling you. So when someone did it and put Depay and Ibarbo in there, I'm just like, yeah, round of applause for that guy, because it just works out. And I love David Luiz, team of the year at the back as well. He's so solid and a really nice team. It would have been good if we could have completed it, but I think my luck and my ability on FIFA recently has been so poor that I wasn't going to win it no matter what. And then this is the final team. This is what I would have built as my final team. This is the one that's actually in like the background of the thumbnail and stuff like that for the past 20 odd episodes. I love it. I think it just looks such a great team on paper. When we start with the goalkeeper, Casillas is actually one of the best in this game. I love Pepe. You guys know I love Pepe. Team of the year Ramos. I've said it hundreds of times now on my channel. I actually consider him the best defender on the game. I love Diekmeyer as a silver. Felipe Luis is kind of like a weak link in this squad, but he's alright. Then Ramirez and Lahm. That was kind of the key for this one. They're two high working players. And they're both godly on this game. Then Robin and Eriksson, lovely jubbly, and of course the two Laudrups. Let's talk a little bit about them whilst we end this series off, shall we? 89 Michael Laudrup tend to play more of like a cam or centre forward role rather than the striker. Yeah, it was only towards the end of the series we started putting him up front a little bit more. And in 74 games, he's got 39 goals, 33 assists. You know what? I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty sure EA have probably screwed me right over with my ability to sell this guy right now, because I'm sure he's like 400k or something stupid and he's not even selling simply because of the price caps, but who cares, you know, FIFA's screwed right now. But I did really like Michael Laudrup, and he surprised us multiple times by scoring long shots and just getting in the right positions and sometimes outperforming Brian. But Brian was definitely my main man. Towards the end there we started to struggle, but he's actually got more goals scored than games played, which is exactly how I like my strikers to be. 75 goals and 20 assists in 74 games. What an absolute card this man is. Like these two Laudrup brothers were actually the two legends. As soon as EA released the list of the 15 legends coming out this year, I was excited about these two because I saw they were both skillers. I saw they had decent work rates, that they were both tall, had good pace and dribbling, and I just couldn't wait to use them. So I'm so glad that I've done a series around them. Brian Laudrup is probably up there with Kluivert as my favourite legend in the game right now. I've really got along so well with him. He just performs incredibly well, and what a great card he is. So we're pretty much coming towards the end now. All we've got left to do now is choose a winner for the £25 code and say goodbye. So I chose a random winner from the comments section. His name was Saundy7. He's from England and he actually was on the PS4. So I gave him the £25 code. Hope you enjoy it, bro. Thank you so much for watching the videos. That's to all of you guys. Thank you so much. The series has gone down a treat. I look forward to doing something like this in the future. For now, what I'm going to do is focus on single uploading on my main channel. Just for the FIFA stuff. No more Road to Glories for a little while. I think that side of things is a little bit dead on YouTube right now. So we'll wait maybe until Team of the Season or something like that before we get something new going. What I am doing, guys, is actually starting up my second channel again. I'm going to be playing some GTA, some COD Zombies, some all sorts of good different little games. Maybe get some Minecraft going as well. So there's a link down below in the description to my second channel. Go and check it out. Go and subscribe and enjoy those other videos. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.